You're not lazy. You're not self-sabotaging. You're just loyal to a belief you didn't even choose. And that belief, it's quietly magnetizing every penny, person, and problem in your life. So if you've ever wondered, why do I keep attracting this? Why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I just manage my money? Keep watching, because in this video we're going to discover what beliefs you're holding on to that are making you a magnet to certain experiences. You see, one of the most overlooked truths in this entire personal development space is that beliefs are magnetic. Not metaphorically, literally. They act as energetic magnets that pull people, patterns, opportunities, and outcomes towards us, whether we consciously agree with them or not. They shape how we see the world, how we experience the world, and most importantly, how much we allow ourselves to receive from it. And this magnetism isn't random. It's ancient, it's energetic, it's based on the vibrational frequency of that belief itself. A belief like money is hard to earn sends out a very different frequency than money flows with ease. Guess which one keeps you glued to struggle? Now, here's where it gets wild. The ego, our lovely little identity machine, doesn't care if a belief is helpful. It only cares if the belief feels familiar. It's why someone can say, "I'm not worthy of wealth," and then sabotage every financial breakthrough, not because they are stupid, but because their nervous system is magnetized to the identity of unworthiness. The ego would rather be right than be free. That's the magnetism of beliefs. Let me give you an example. A woman named Rose once believed she was no good with money. She borrowed that belief from her mother, who also believed she was no good with money. So what did Rose do? She unconsciously proved it true. She took a finance course, felt overwhelmed, dropped out, and used that as evidence that she was indeed terrible with money. But what was really happening was that her belief was simply magnetizing experiences to match it. That's what beliefs do. They don't just influence what you attract, they filter how you interpret what happens. You could meet the kindest, most generous millionaire, but if you hold the belief rich people are selfish, your mind will distort everything to match that narrative. Oh, they are just flaunting. Oh, they only donated that money to look good. Oh, they are probably corrupt. You won't see kindness. You'll only see your belief reflected back to you. Because your beliefs aren't passive thoughts. They are active creators. They vibrate. They summon. They filter. They command. And when it comes to money, the beliefs we carry can make us magnetic to abundance or sabotage it completely. It can sound like, who am I to want overflow or surplus? I have enough, other people need it more. I'm not really anything special. These thoughts don't just live in your head, they live in your field, in your electromagnetic field, and they are repelling the very thing you say you want. Let's pause here for a second, and I invite you to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself, what is one belief about money or success that I've been silently carrying that might not even be mine? Maybe close your eyes. Just notice what comes up. That awareness alone begins to shift your energetic field. Ever notice people who say money doesn't grow on trees or nothing in life is free? They are often stuck in this belief that hard work is the only path to wealth. So they work themselves to exhaustion and call it discipline. Meanwhile, ease feels unsafe, receiving feels foreign, rest feels lazy. That's not productivity, that's programming. And let's be honest, the hard work equals worth paradigm is a generational wound. It's survival mode energy dressed up in productivity culture. It says your rest must be earned, your joy must be justified, your softness must be sacrificed on the altar of hustle. But abundance doesn't respond to suffering, it responds to alignment. On the flip side, some people deeply believe that money is the root of all evil, but that belief, it's based on a misquote from the Bible. What it actually says is the love of money is the root of all evil. And even that has been distorted to mean desire is evil. But desire isn't evil, desire is divine. Desire is your soul trying to guide you toward expansion. Yet if you carry guilt around wanting more, if you're secretly afraid of becoming one of those rich people, you'll keep shrinking your potential just to feel morally clean. You'll say things like, I really just want to be relatable. I don't need anything fancy. I'm not like them. And what happens? You stay broke, but righteous. It's why you can do all the budgeting, all the side hustling, all the affirmations, and still feel like money slips through your fingers the moment it arrives. Because your beliefs are more magnetic than your hustle. Just let that sink in. Your beliefs are more magnetic than your hustle. Sometimes it shows up as constantly worrying about surprise expenses, like there's always a financial crisis lurking around the corner. And when things are going well, there's this inner whisper, it's too good to be true, something bad must be coming. That's the vibration of instability, of survival, of not trusting money to stay. And so it doesn't. Money becomes dramatic. It's high highs and low lows. One minute you're thriving, the next minute you're spiraling. Not because your income changed, but because your inner belief system never felt safe to hold stability. And then there are those moments where you avoid checking your bank account. You freeze when it's time to make a big financial decision. Or you find yourself saying, I'm just really bad with money. No matter what I make, my account is always empty. Somebody else should just handle all of my finances. That's not financial incompetence. That's a nervous system overwhelmed by past betrayal, shame, or conditioning. That's a trust wound. And that too is magnetic. Let's also talk about the safety wound that shows up when you feel like you can't relax unless there's a massive cushion in the bank. You've turned hyper savings into a coping mechanism. And while it may look responsible, it's actually rooted in fear. Because the moment the balance dips, your whole body tightens. You don't feel safe in yourself, only in that number. And guess what that attracts? More reasons to feel unsafe. We even see this on a cultural scale. Some of those beliefs don't belong to you, they belong to the collective. Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious, a shared psychic inheritance that shapes how entire societies think. So when the media says we're in a recession, suddenly everyone's bracing for scarcity, even if nothing in their personal reality has changed. We also inherit beliefs like, there's never enough. If I have more, someone else has less. It's selfish to want more than you need. But these aren't moral truths. They are scarcity codes. They were born from fear, powerlessness, and control. And they've been passed down like emotional heirlooms. You weren't born with these beliefs, they were installed. And the thing about inherited programming is, if it was installed, it can be uninstalled. We've been trained to believe that it's our moral duty to keep the playing field level, even if it means holding ourselves back. But dimming your light doesn't help anyone else shine. And being broke doesn't make the world more fair. You being small doesn't make others feel big. And you struggling doesn't heal your lineage, it just continues it. So, what's the solution? Awareness first. When we start to see these beliefs, we weaken their magnetic pull. When we question where they came from, whether they even belong to us, we begin to dissolve their hold. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you believe is available to you. And the beautiful thing, beliefs are fluid. They can be rewritten, not overnight, but over time, through conscious rewiring, through embodiment, and through choosing new internal truths that feel safe enough to hold. Let this be your reminder. You are allowed to believe in ease. You are allowed to feel safe with wealth and abundance. You are allowed to be the first in your family to feel financially free and enjoy it. So if this spoke to your soul and you're starting to realize that your beliefs around money have been silently running the show, take my money wound quiz. It's completely free of charge. It'll only take 2 minutes and it'll help you discover what money beliefs you're carrying that are silently sabotaging your finances. You don't need to hustle your way into abundance. You just need to heal your way into alignment. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you in a jiffy.